Alright, Chapter 21, Operational Checkout. Alright, blank. Operational Checkout. The use of the procedure of the check hall system with the function of the machine is designed so you can quickly check the machine operation while doing the walk-around inspection, performing specific checks for the operator, receive the experience with the problem with the machine. You will find helpful diagnostic information in this checkout with the pinpoint with the card with the information may allow you to perform the simple adjustment yourself or do for the downtime with the machine. Use the table of contents to find the adjustment procedure. The information provided after completing the operational checklist will allow you to authorize the dealer point and pinpoint the specific test repair need to restore the machine's design specifications. A location will be required for which is level that has adequate space to complete the checks. No tool of the equipment are needed to perform the checkout. Complete the necessary visual checks, oil level, oil condition, external leak, loose hardware, linkage, wiring, etc. Prior to doing the checkout. The machine must be at the operating temperature for many checks. Start at the top of the left company with the read completely down for the column before the checking. Follow the sequence to the left, to the right, and the far right column. If no the problem is found, will be instructed to go to the next check. If the problem is indicated, you'll be referred to either a section of the manual or authorized dealer for the repair. Operating station checks key switch on, engine off, the gauges, monitor banners, and disconnect relays checks. A and B. Note, the monitor buzzer is not checked during this procedure. If the engine cooling temperature is below 86 degrees Fahrenheit, engine temperature gauge need may not be to move to right and run engine a few minutes with warm coolant before check off engine on. And key switch on. Does the battery relay click? Does the engine temperature gauge does the engine temperature gauge A and fuel gauge B needles move to the right? Do all the 10 monitor lights come on and on after 2 or 3 seconds after the alternator indicator, the engine oil pressure indicator remain on? Yes, go to the next. No, check the monitor fuses. No, check the replace the bulb. If any of the bulb fails to come on, go to your authorized dealer. Alright, fluid control, coolant, hydraulic oil, engine oil indicator circuit. Engine off, key the switch on, push the hold in, check switch A, or the hydraulic oil level D and the coolant level C, and the engine oil level D and the indicator's light on. Let's go to the next check. No, check the fluid level of the radiator, recover the tank of the hydraulic reserve or the engine. If the OK, check fluid level sensing switch for the wiring, check the monitoring fuse. If the fuse is OK, go to the authorized dealer. Propel lever and a pedal cushion cylinder checks. Alright, engine off, push out each of the propel level of the pedal forward to A, then release, then pull each of the propeller level of the pedal rearward, then B with the release. Does each of the lever pedal have the equal effort to operate the forward and reverse? Does each of the lever of the pedal return the neutral at the same time when released? Yes, go to the next check. Go to the authorized dealer. Operation station checks engine on. Monitoring circuit gauge checks. Start the engine. All monitor indicator lights are off after the engine starts. If the cool temperature gauge needle A in the normal operating zone, but after a few minutes, does the fuel gauge B indicate the fuel level to stop the engine? Yes, go to the next check. No, check the alternator belt if the battery light is not on after the engine light is on after the engine starts. Go to your authorized dealer. Or your power mode circuit check. Start the engine, auto idle switch, prop hill speed switch with the fast position, pilot shutter level lock position, push the power mode, select switches A and B one at a time. Do not correspond indicator lights when they come out as each of the switches is pushed. Yes, go to the next check and check the controller with the fuse to go to the authorized dealer. Work mode circuit check. Start the engine, auto idle switch, pilot shut off lever to lock position, push the worker mode, select switch A to select desired working mode. Does the corresponding indicator lights come on as the switch is pushed? A, B, C, D, E. Go to the next, check the fuse, go to the dealer, authorized dealer. Engine RPM dial checks. Start the engine, auto idle, switch off, the pilot shut off lever lock position, move the engine RPM dial A clockwise. Does the engine speed increase? Move the engine RPM dial in the counterclockwise to the engine speed decrease. Yes, go to the next check. Go to the authorized dealer. Alright, auto idle check circuit. The run of the engine on fast idle mode. Select the switch with the high power mode. The auto idle switch off. The pilot shut off lever unlock position. Push the auto idle switch on A on. Does the auto idler indicate B? Indicator B come on. Does the engine speed increase after 4 to 6 seconds? Slow actually with any digging function control lever. Does the engine speed return to the fast idle? Yes, go to the next check. Check the fuse or go to the authorized dealer. Pilot shut-off valve checks. Caution, the machine moved during the check to make sure that the air is clear of the charge enough to operate all the controls. Run engine slow idle. Pilot shut-off lever locked to the rearward position. Actuate all digging proper function. Control. Do any of the digging proper functions operate? Yes, go to the other authorized dealer. No, continue check. Pilot shut-off valve checks continue. Move pilot shut-off lever to unlock position forward. Operate all the digging proper functions. Use all the functions operate. Yes, go to the next check. Go to the authorized dealer. No. Or your travel alarm check. Caution: the machine will during this check will make sure that all the area is clear and large enough to operate with all the controls. Engine run. Pilot shut off lever A with the unlocked position. Forward with the proper push the proper propel pedal with the lever forward. B. Does the travel alarm sound? Push the propel lever the lever rearward. Does the travel alarm sound? Yes. Go to the no check. Check the motion of the alarm fuse to go to the authorized dealer. Travel alarm circuit alarm stop circuit. Cause the machine moving during this check will make sure the area is clear with large enough to operate all the controls. Travel alarm must be operated for this check with push the proper propel pedals lever that allow the travel alarm to operate the minimum of 12 seconds. While continuing the travel to push the travel alarm, cancel switch A. Does the travel alarm stop sounding? Yes. Go to the next check. No. Go to the authorized dealer. Hydraulic system checks. Pressurized reserve check. Raise the boom to full height, lower the boom to the ground, ensure the engine is properly shut down, slowly loosen the vent plug to the hydraulic reservoir. Is the air heard escaping from the vent plug? The pressurized reservoir creates pressure at the inlet with the hydraulic pumps. If the filler cap does not seal, the hydraulic pumps could cavitate and become damaged. Go to the next check. Yes, go to the next check. Replace the cap and go to the replace cap and go to your authorized dealer. Are you pumping gearbox oil level check? To ensure the engine is properly shut down, pull the dipstick from the tube and check the oil level. The oil level is below the H level mark. Yes, go to the next check. And no, add oil to the inflow. Swing gearbox oil level check. Ensure the engine is properly shut down, pull the dipstick from the tube and check the oil level. The oil between the marks. Yes, go to the next check. No, add oil inflow. Pilot control pattern check. SAE pattern. Level left controller, right controller, engine oil, slow idle, operating machine clearing area. Move the pilot shut off lever the unlocked position. Slowly move the hydraulic lever to the position of the decals. Do the bucket boom, arm, and swing movement as the decal shows. See the John Deere control level patterns operating in the machine chapter. Go to the next test. If yes, install the decals for the pattern operating with the preference. Go to the authorized dealer. Pilot control pattern check. John Deere pattern. Left controller, right controller, engine slow with the idle, the operating machine clear area. Move the pilot shut off the lever to the unlock position slowly. Move the hydraulic levers to all the position of the decals. Do the bucket, boom, and the arm, and the swing and move. And the decals show. See the John Deere come control the lever pattern. Operating machine chapter. Yes, go to the next test. Install the decals pattern operating with the preference. Go to the authorized dealer. Alright, dynamic swinging brake check. Caution: make sure the area is clear with large enough to swing. The extended bucket of the machine must be in the level of the ground with the position upper struck with the boom in the front of the butt. Put the boom on the arm bucket in the full extended position. Bucket about 3 feet above the ground level. Operate the engine at a fast idle. Actuate the swing control level to full stroke. Swing around the 90 degrees and release level. Do the upper structure stop at 45 degrees, and after releasing the lever, repeat the procedure in the opposite direction. Go to the next check. No, go to the authorized dealer. Swinging circuit leakage check. Engine slow idle position of the machine on the side of the hill. Raise one side of the machine with 1 foot with the boom and easy the block under the track. Position the bucket of 1 foot off the ground at the maximum reach. Bottom of the bucket cylinder and hold the lever in actuated position. Note the actuating the bucket function releases the mechanical swing brake that does the upper structure move only slightly. Go to the next check. Yes. No. Go to the authorized dealer. Your dig function drift check. The engine slow idle. Fill the bucket with the dirt in position. Bucket at maximum reach of 2 inches above the ground. Observe the bucket for a minute. If the bucket drift down to the ground within 1 minute, to get the yes, go to the authorized dealer. No, go to the next check. Control the valve lift check test. Engine slow idle position of the machine is illustrated. Slow the actuating pilot control lower boom. Extend arm retract cylinder. Dump bucket retract cylinder. Do the functions move opposite directions because control levers are removed and change the direction the levers are moved further. You have to have the functions on the opposite direction first. The leak within the cylinder. If the check valve is indicated, to go to the authorized dealer. No, go to the next check. Tracking system propelling only. Engine at fast idle, propel speed at which the fast position, propel machine at full speed, forward on flat level area. Repeat the procedure in reverse. Do the both track the machine that does not mistake successfully and forward and reverse. Yes, go to the next check. No, note when the track does not move, the machine mistakes the mistrack pattern. Go to your authorized dealer. Our propel track check system while operating digging function. Any fast idles, propel speed with the fast position. Propel machine is full speed forward on the flat level area. After the machine is moving slowly, move the arm control level to the neutral field. Full actuation extended when the arm does the machine mistake excessively when the arm is extended. Note, when the machine is slowed down during the test, yes, go to the authorized dealer. No, go to the next check. Propel system movability check. The engine of the fast saddle propel the speed with the fast position. Propel the machine at full speed forward and down and slope. Turn in each direction. Repeat the procedure in reverse. Do each of the tracks slow down in response to the pedal lever movement in order. Yes, go to the next check. No counterbalance the value manufacturer. Counterbalance valve malfunction. Go to the authorized dealer. Alright, propel speed selection check. Engine fast speed, turn propel speed, switch A with the slow speed, turn with the actual propel function, and the full speed, turn propel speed, the switch with the fast position, rapid, do the machine travel speed, increase, actuate the digging function, then return with the neutral, does the machine travel speed, the grease, and then increase, turn the propel speed, switch to slow, turtle, and turn, does the machine travel speed decrease. Yes, go to the next check, no, go to the authorized dealer. Alright, cycle time checks. Caution, make sure the area is clean with large enough to operate all the aerial functions of the machine. Important, warm, hydraulic operating with low temperatures for the check. For this check, engine and left fast auto switch off the boom. Arm bucket swing, propel, move the machine position, scroll to each of the test record cycle time of each of the section. Boom raise cylinder extending 9 feet and arm 9 feet boom lower cylinder retract arm in 3.9 is meters. Arm out through 2.6 to plus or minus 3/10 of the meter. Bucket load cylinder extended 4.1 to 0 plus or minus 0.3 of meter. Bottom bucket dump cylinder retract 2.5 to 0.3 meters. Swing level to right with the 3 revolution from the running start. 14.4 plus or minus 1 meter. Propel 20 meter 65 foot from the running starting. Checking its forward reverse. Propel speed switch and fast position 13.4 to plus or minus 6/10 of a meter. Propel speed switch with a slow position 20.6 plus or minus 2 meters. Does the machine perform with the specification? Yes, go to the next check. No, go authorized dealer. Our track select roller idler leakage check. Swinging the upper circuit side of the right, raise the track off the ground, operate the track in reverse, stop engine, measure the distance between the top of the track shoe to the center lower surface of the track frames. Track specification, track specification is 11 and 3/16 to 13 3/16 of an inch. Check the rollers ideals for the oil leak. The oil leak at the rollers idlers. Raise the other side of the machine. Repeat the tracks. If the track select is less than specified, track chain wear will be accelerated. If it is less than specified on one side only, the machine may miss track. Yes, go to the authorized dealer for the repair oil leakage of the idlers. Rollers, go to the next check if no. Alright, sprocket wear check. Inspect the drive sprocket is both tooth wear excessive. Note that do not evaluate the sprocket condition for the tooth tip wear does not affect the sprocket operation if it does not extend into the bushing contact area. Reverse the driving side with is generally more than power drive side wear. Go to your authorized dealer. If yes, go to the next. No, go to the next check. Grouser wear, bent track shoe, loose and hardware checks. Inspect the worn grousers, bent track shoes to loose the shoe hardware. Are grouser bars if it's worn excessively. Are the track shoes bent? If the track shoe with appropriate with the ground condition. If the track shoe hardware tight, the excessive grouser wear weakens the track shoe may result with the track shoes bending. Yes, if the shoe hardware is loose, remove the shoe and clean the joint before tightening. Go to the check of the track shoe torque in the maintenance chapter. Next, go to the next check. Track link and roller in front idler wear check. The inspection of the track and the pin boss wear with the do not lock the pins areas indicating contact with the roller flange of the track guide. Some of the contact wear is normal, except for the contact wear indicates excessive rail wear. Inspect the front idler flange that does the idler range flange contact. The bushing idler contact wiring. The bushing indicates excessive the chain wear, rail wear. And idler tread surface wear. Yes, go to the authorized dealer for the additional track component information. No, go to the next check. Or your hydraulic thumb check. Inspect the hydraulic thumb. Is the hydraulic hardware loose? If the damage of the welded cracks due to the points, if they have excessive wear play. If yes, contact the maintenance shop. No, go to the next check. Quick nesting hitch check. The hitch check. Inspect the hitch or the damage of the weld cracks. Yes, contact the maintenance shop. Go to the next check. Latchet cylinder hose connection checks. Check the latchet cylinder hose connection for leaks. The oil leaking from the latchet cylinder hose connection. Go to the authorized dealer for the repair of the oil leakage. Notice. No, if no, go to the next check. Accessory checks. Light circuit checks. The import with all the accessories are powered with the fuse block. For the all accessories that do not function, to check the fuse, then the fuse block. Turn the key switch on. Turn the light switch A to the first on the position. Are the monitor backlights or the cab lights on? Turn the light switch on the second position. The works on the boom come on is also. Yes, go to the next check. No, check the fuse and or monitoring panel backlight bulbs. Go to the authorized dealer. Your rear light circuit check. Import all accessories powered with the fuse block. If any accessory do not function, check the fuse of the fuse block. Turn the key switch on. Turn the switch A on the position at the rear lights on. Go to the next check. Check the fuse and or monitoring backlight panel the bulbs. Contact the maintenance shop. Windshield wiper circuit. Turn the key the switch on until you turn the wiper switch A into the intermediation position. Do this wiper operating intermittently. Turn the switch on position. Does the wiper operate continuously? Move the switcher to the out position. Does the wiper arm stop at the marked position? Yes, go to the next check. Check for the wiper harness and the fuse of the connection. Go to the authorized dealer. Windshield washer circuit check. The important washer motor with the maybe damaged washer switch with the help of more than 20 seconds will continually operate with no fluid in the windshield wiper tank. Key switch on. Push the washer switch A. Does the washer fluid squirt on the windshield? Go to the next check. If yes, no, check the washer fluid level. Check the wiper fuse. Go to the authorized dealer. Or cab dome light circuit switch. Keep the switch on. Move the switch A in the position. Does the cab dome light come on? Yes, go to the next check. Check the fuse and go to the authorized dealer if no. Left controls lever horn circuit. Key the switch on. Press the horn button A on the top left of the control lever. Does the horn sound? Yes, go to the next check. Check it. No, check the fuse and go to the authorized dealer. Air conditioner checks. Air conditioner. Start the engine running fast idle. Turn the air conditioner switch on the on position. Turn the blower switch to high speed. Wait for any of the warm air induction system to dissipate as the air from the ducts cool. Yes, the check is complete. No, go to the authorized dealer. Alright, your all lines and hoses and engine off. Inspect all lines and hoses. Air lines and hoses straightened out, kinked and warm with the rubbing on other machine parts or weather checked our air hose and line connection cleaned out the showing signs of leakage such as oil or dust accumulation fittings. All hoses and line clamps must be placed in tight. Clamps must have rubber insert cushions in place to prevent clamps the crushing wearing into the hose or lines. Yes, the check is complete. No, repeat position the hose lines and tighten the replaced clamps, tighten the fitting of the replacing O-rings and the fittings, replace the hose and lines as required. Evaporator core check. Engine on, blower switch on high, the air ducts cool, the airflow good, the water dripping from the evaporator drain hose. Yes, check is complete. No, repair and replace clean evaporator. Condenser check. Engine off. Inspect the condenser cord. Is the condenser cord with free of the dirt and breathing? Does the condenser show the sign of leakage, dust accumulation, oil, air condenser fins are straight and not damaged. Inspect the engine fan, air, flange blades in condition, not worn, bent, broke, or missing. Yes, check complete. No, clean the repair, replace the condenser cord, replacing engine fan. Compressor clutch check. Engine off. Key switch on. Blower switch on low. Air conditioner switch on. Does the compressor clutch switch as the switch is pushed? Yes. Check complete. No. Replace the compressor clutch. Receive the dryer check. Engine off. Check the hose with the damaged fitting with the loosings or hose that are not showing the sign as a leak with the fitting with tight. Check completely. No. The tightening and fitting replacing hoses are required. Or your seat doors, window latches are locked and check. Seat control checks. Push down lever B with the raise of the lower seat. Does the seat raise or lower easily? Push down the lever B to adjust the angle of the seat. Does the seat angle change easily? Push the down lever to seat. Move the seat both side console forward and rearward. Push the lever to lock the seat and side console in position. Does the lever unlock uneasy or lock to hold the seat in console position? Pull the upper level D, then move the seat forward and rearward, release the lever to lock the seat in any position. Does the lever move easily to unlock the seat support? Does the seat move forward and rearward easily? Does the lever lock seat support in position when released? Pull up the lever E with the tilt and seat of the backward, forward, rearward, release the lever to lock the seat back in position. Does the seat back and tilt forward and reverse easily? Does the lever unlock and look easily to hold the seat back in position? Yes, go to the next check. No, inspect the linkage repair and go to the authorized dealer. Upper front window check. Move the lock pins A towards the center of the window. Pull the window up the back until the catches the latch B with the convenient storage overhead. Slide the two back lock pins into the cab frame boss holes to turn the lock. Turn the lock. New pins move smoothly to the lock unlock window. Do the rear latch operate freely. New pins engage the rear hole of the lock window and secure the pin in full open position. Go to the next check. No, inspect and repair. Or window protection kit check, model 230 LCRD. A, the linchpin. B, the cap screw 10mm about the 25mm. C is washer upscrew. Remove the center cap screw. B with washer. B. C, remove the two linchpins. A, raise the upper screen. Does the screen move freely? Yes, go to the next check. No, inspect the repair. Lower the front window storage check. Note the upper front window must be raised before the lamp. Lower the window can be removed from the window frame. Pull in on the lock pins A to unlock the window. Lift the lower front of the window from the frame. Insert the tabs on the bottom of the window into the brackets B and lock the pins into the hole C. Does the window lock securely into the holding bracket? Yes, go to the next check. No, inspect the repair. Right side and left side window check. The rear side of the window unlatch A. Lock A, push the joint point over the lock of the rear, open the window. Does the latch operate smoothly? Does the window remain open? With the latch open, left side of the cab slide both of the window panes open with the closed. Do that both window panes slide freely from the left to the right. Go to the next, yes, go to the next check. No, inspect or repair, go to the authorized dealer. Roof exit check. Move the lock pins A toward the center of the roof exit cover. Push on the handle B until the cover is in a secure position. Hold the handle, pull cover down until the pin's locked in position. Does the cover open and freely close? Freely. Does the cylinder hold roof cover in the output position? Go to the next check. No, inspect or repair. Cab door latch check. Open the cab door, lock the cab door in open position. Push down on the lever to release the door from the locked open position. Close the door. Does the door unlatch easily? Lock in open position. Securely unlock the open position. Easily latch it. Closely securely. Yes, go to the next check. No, go to your authorized dealer. Cab door lock and check. Unlock lock. For outside cab, close the cab door. For the ignition key, into the door lock and turn the clockwise 1/4 turn to the lock. To lock, allow the key to return to the vertical. Try to open the door. Turn the key 1/4 clockwise to unlock. Allow the key to return to the vertical. Remove the key from the lock. Does the lock turn easily? Does this prevent the door from opening when locked? Yes, go to the next check. No, inspect and repair. Left and right access doors locked. Unlock and unlock the ignition key into the lock. Turn 180 degrees clockwise lock. Turn the key 180 degrees clockwise to the lock. Does the lock turn easily? Lock the door cap position. Alright, parts are free with any visible damage. Yes, go to the next check. No, inspect and repair. Your fuel cap lock check. Lock or unlock. Turn the lock cover over the exposed lock. Insert the ignition key in the fuel cap lock. Turn the key 45 to counterclockwise to lock the fuel cap. Does the lock prevent the cap from being removed? Turn the key 45 degrees clockwise to unlock the fuel cap. Does the lock turn easily to lock on and lock? Yes, go to the next check. No, replace the fuel cap. Alright, your hood check. Unlock the hood latch for the ignition key. They release the latches, open the hood, engage the hold on rod A. Does the rod hood open, close the hold, and engage the latch? Does the latch operate easily? Does the latch hold and hold the hood closed? Yes, go to the next check and inspection repair. Alright, coolant checks. Radiator cap. The caution prevent the possible injury. Do not remove the radiator cap unless the engine is cool. But when the engine is hot and the cap is removed, move the whole hot coolant and steam will spray out of the causing serious burns. Engine off the cool. Remove the radiator cap if the coolant is warm with the surrounding air. If the temperature whoosh, if the sun is not heard when the cap is loosened, does the cap in the soft position requires it to be pushed down and removed? Does the cap have a good seal? C. Gasket A. And does the spring be in good condition? Yes. Go to the next check. Proceed. No. Replace the radiator cap. Alright, coolant level condition recovery tank check. The engine off the cool operating open radiator access door. Inspect coolant level, the coolant condition in recovery tank. This is the coolant levels between full and low marks on the recovery tank. If the coolant clear, not oily, full wear, or rusted color, go to the next check. Add, replace coolant. See the check coolant level and maintenance every 10 hours or daily chapter. Alright, coolant level and coolant condition of the radiator check. The caution prevent possible injury. Do not remove the cap unless the engine is cool. Engine off the cool. Remove the radiator cap. Inspect the coolant level. Inspect the coolant condition. Inspect the level at the bottom of the filler neck of the radiator. Inspect is the coolant not oily, foam, with the rust colored? Yes. Go to the next check and replace the coolant. See the check of the coolant level of the maintenance every 250-hour chapter. Coolant hoses and clamp checks. As the radiator and heater hoses freely twist, the curling kinks and cracks and leaks wear for the rubbing of the adjacent parts. Are the hose clamps tight? If installed correctly, if yes, go to the next check. No, replace the hoses required. Tighten the reinstall the hose clamps. Fan shroud and fan guard checks. Check the fan for fan shroud clearness. If the fan is centered with the shroud, if the guard is free with the damage, all mounting brackets are hardware tight. Go to the next check. Adjust the shroud to the center of the fan. Replace the guard. Tighten the loosened hardware. Replace the fan shroud if needed. Your fan direction. If the fan is installed correctly with the concave cup side arrow of the fan blade towards the engine, and note if the fan is installed backwards, about 50% of the capacity is lost. Yes, the check complete. No, install the fan correctly. Radiator outside airflow check. Inspect the radiator screen for the mud and debris. Inspect the radiator fins for the mud and debris. Inspect the radiator for damaged fins. And are the radiator's fins free of the mud and leave the grass and other debris. Any fine, straight, non-broken grass. Go to the next check. No next check. If yes, no. Go clean the screen. Clean the outside of the radiator. Straighten the fins. Replace the radiator if severely damaged. Or your fan belt check. If the fan belt is freely oil and grease inside the strip of the belt, free with cracks and frayed edges, is the belt aligned with the pulleys? Yes, check complete. No, replace the belt if only the grease and checked and otherwise damaged. Alright, this is Blank in Chapter 22, Troubleshooting.